actually 5 that are very much in the foreground.
Yeah.
This. I don't remember when I placed them, but yeah, it's outlined them quite anally. Actually, measured it because otherwise I get lost quite easily when I do measure. Otherwise, it goes out of proportion, So I did measure, and then there's the one in between also have some miracle wash. So the further back, the more of the wash, basically. And then brings in this, this slightly translucent thing. I never used it before. No, I could use it. And then the 5 main ones. I tried them to be all a little bit different, like different people, different colors, but they're all their own characters, really. And I think this sort of the ground was also a bit with linseed oil, and the brush, the makeup brush. I used the makeup brush to mix it up again.
What did you do to use the small brown weeds? Which brush?
This one here.
Yeah.
So this is then the final bit is the rigger brush.
Mm-hmm.
These really thin ones. Again with a bit of miracle wash. And then I did these ones. This just a little weed and some dying plants and the branches at the very end.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I love is that you can't actually predict the mood. You don't actually know. The mood isn't fully definable. You don't know, is it a mood of sadness and loss, or is it a mood of acceptance? It's like something has happened, but there's acceptance of life, and maybe something is lost or past, but there's kind of an acceptance. And that's what I feel from it.
What I loved about it was it's a plain photo. It looks quite boring, really, of a forest in the winter. But then you can suddenly see colours. You see, this is quite purplish. And then you see you have to permission to turn it up, the colours a bit, too. So I love that.
Beautiful.
Was there any artists that in the process of learning here that you discovered certain paintings that you went, oh my God, I totally love these?
I went through a lot of them. Clint actually can come closest to it with the colours.
Yeah. I think it's beautiful. And we were talking at lunchtime about this concept of, which you're going into now, that nature, as you were saying this morning, nature is like a person. Nature is utterly alive, teeming with life. And it's also extremely expansive when you paint nature, as opposed to when you paint a portrait of someone, you realize it's just the person and it's confined within that. But when you paint a wood, it becomes this thing outside of you. It's much bigger than you. And there's something really, it's kind of, I guess I don't pray, but I guess it's a bit like that.
That is spiritual.
Yeah, it's really spiritual.
Sense